Okay. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, sir. You can start, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing good. I will just try to read some other names, new names. Morning, Induja Bhaskaran, Janice, Sailesh, uh, Navina, Nuha, Rimsha, and yes, Swaminathan. Already I read your name. Yes, Anushree, Tanishka, Varnika, Ahmad Fatin, Dusani, okay, Ilan Devan, Harish, Raj Prakash. Good morning. Okay, fine. Now, so we shall continue our learning of synthetic fibers and plastics. So, what are the two synthetic fibers we have already learned? Can you name the two synthetic fibers we have learned already? Polyester and rayon. Okay, good. Also nylon. Okay, nylon. Okay, so I told you to follow to-do list. Please do that. Make some work per day. Try to accomplish it. So just before going to bed, please see that you have completed the to-do list. So Varnika, please check your mic and speaker. Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
You're audible, sir. You're
Yes, ma'am.
clear,
Somebody
clear.
is okay. Somebody is telling that she's not able to hear me. Okay,
No,
so
sir.
please
No,
check.
sir. You're clear, sir.
Okay, okay,
Maybe
fine.
they have some network problem.
Okay, so please check your speaker, Varnika. Okay, good. Now, please follow the to-do list. Okay, so that will help you to grow better than any other child. Okay, fine. So please do have some activities to be completed per day. So, namely, first priority. So once you have made your to-do list, then you have to prioritize it. Okay, suppose if we have some homework or some assignments, for example, if you have prepared some to do list for tomorrow, okay, for Saturday, then you have to prioritize your cycle test first. Okay, so Tuesday you will be having a cycle test. The cycle test portion should be completed first, and then the second priority will be the cycle test for Friday. Okay, next Friday. So like that, you have to prioritize things. So not only cycle test, all other assignments, all your personal works, even you can write your personal works, you have to write the priority. Suppose if you have mentioned 4 work to do per day, that within 4, you have to check that which is most important and urgent. Okay, that is the first one. Then it is important, but not urgent. Okay, like that. Then urgent, not important. Like that, you have to categorize. What should be the first work? What should be the second work? What should be the third? What should be the fourth? This is an example. Okay, so please follow this. You will shine in your life. Okay, fine. And now, as you told, we have learned about rayon, nylon, and polyester. Okay. So, what is the other name for rayon? What is the other name for rayon? Can anyone type? Even first few letters. Other name for rayon. Can we call it as artificial silk? Yes, artificial silk. Good. Okay. Fine. So artificial silk. Okay. So also it is called regenerated fiber. Regenerated fiber is also the name for rayon, and you know the properties. And we have also learned about nylon. So what was the first 100% synthetic fiber? What was the first complete synthetic fiber? Nylon. Yes, Sanjana. Good. Nylon. And rayon is called semi-synthetic. Okay, because it uses cellulose as its base. Okay, cellulose is nothing but cotton. Okay, cotton. Fine. And other thing, polyester. Okay, so it is ester. Ester is a chemical. Okay, ester is a chemical. And now we shall see the fourth type of synthetic fiber, acrylic. Okay, today we are going to see about acrylic, and we will see. Yes, Shivanuja, as you said, esters are having fruity smell. That's right. Okay, that's right. So leave it that. Now listen to acrylic. Acrylic is another synthetic fiber. It is a substitute for what? Wool. Okay. Acrylic is a substitute for wool. I will share the screen. In today we are having session as 3 sections. So one is that we will learn about acrylic, and we will learn about the properties of the manufacture, and then the properties of acrylic, and then the uses of acrylic. After that, we will learn the characteristics of these synthetic fibers and natural fibers when they are burned. Okay, so Amridinian, please listen. So thanks for your interest. Yes, as you have mentioned, all these properties are for acrylic. I will discuss it. Please listen to the class. Okay, fine. So we will see the burning characteristics of the synthetic as well as natural fibers. What are the burning characteristics? I will show you a video. That means when you burn a fiber, it may be natural or artificial. How do it act? How does the fiber react? That is the burning characteristics of the synthetic and natural fibers that we will see. Okay. Now I am sharing the screen. Listen carefully. So as I have told earlier, this lesson is of 100% practical importance. Okay. So not just learning, we are using all these fibers in our day-to-day life, as well as plastics in our day-to-day life. We cannot avoid plastics, even for the wires connecting this laptop or your desktop or your mobile phone, everything, the mobile cover, and also you have that what is the tamper cover or temper cover, etc., are all made out of synthetic fibers. Okay, we cannot avoid that, but we can regularize the use of it. Okay, fine. Now listen to acrylic. Acrylic is a type of synthetic fiber. Acrylic is also a type of synthetic fiber. Synthetic means man-made or artificial. Okay, and it is obtained by the polymerization of acrylonitrile. Okay, this is a chemical, just like ester was a chemical in the process of polymerization of polyester. This acrylonitrile is a chemical. You just remember the name acrylonitrile. It is polymerized. That means a single unit of acrylonitrile is constantly added to further acrylonitrile unit. Thereby, you are getting this acrylic fiber. Okay, and it is very cheap and available in variety of colors. Okay, variety of colors are available. As it resembles wool, it can be the substitute for wool. Okay, acrylic is a substitute for wool. Okay, common names are Orlon, Acrylon, and Cashmelan. Okay, so Orlon, Acrylon, and Cashmelan. Okay, so how do we prepare acrylic? Acrylic is obtained by the polymerization of what? Polymerization of acrylonitrile. It is a chemical. Don't worry about the formula and all. Acrylonitrile is the name of the monomer that is added together to form this acrylic. As acrylic is cheap and available in plenty of colors, it has wide use and it resembles wool. You can substitute for wool. Okay, instead of buying original wool for about 6,000 or 7,000 rupees of a sweater, you can purchase about 300 to 400 rupees of acrylic. Okay, so both are having the same properties. Okay, Orlon, Acrylon, and Cashmelan, and you can see here. Okay, so these are called Orlon, Acrylon, and Cashmelan. Okay, so Orlon, the first one is called Orlon, and the other things, sponge-like thing. Okay, so blouses, a sponge-like material is called Acrylon, and Cashmelan is also a synthetic type of acrylic material. Okay, type of acrylic material. So these are all not original wool, but they are all synthesized. Orlon, Acrylon, and Cashmelan. There are so many brand names by Orlon. Okay, Orlon, Acrylon, and Cashmelan. Okay, so they are used to prepare blankets as well as sweaters. So in people in cold regions or people during winter seasons, they purchase this acrylon, okay, and what is that? Orlon and cashmere materials, okay. So this will protect you from chill weather because it resembles the properties of wool, okay. And now the properties, this acrylon or orlon or cashmere, which is a type of acrylic, they are not attacked by the moths, not attacked by the moths, that is insects and other insects, okay, some bugs and other insects, okay. And it is high resistivity for action of chemicals. Even some chemicals, some acids fall on this acrylic, they have only less reaction. It is not attacked by the chemicals too, okay. And also you can wash it and it is shrink proof, okay. You might have seen this. Suppose if you have some sweaters made out of this acrylic, you can see that you can wash, and also chemical reactions are highly resistant, okay, fine. So resistant to action of chemicals. So because of these properties, acrylic has a wide usage, okay. And sweaters, furnishing fabrics, carpets, because in Kodaikanal, okay, so in Trichy we don't know the chillness as they feel in Kodaikanal or Ooty, okay, Kodaikanal or Ooty or other Kunu regions, that is hill stations, okay, hill stations. So even in New Delhi during winter season, the climate is very chill, even in New Delhi. Can you mention some other hill stations in India? I just look at the answer for the question. Any other hill station, you know, you just type, let us see. Let us check your general knowledge. Yes, Nilgiri. Nilgiri is Ooty. Yes, Purandi, Ooty is again Nilgiri. It's a Nilgiri mountain range, okay. Nilgiri is nothing but Ooty. I asked some others, okay. Aircard, Silas, you want to mention Aircard, okay? Aircard. Aircard. Kolli Hills. Any other region? Hill stations. I'm not asking the mountains. Yes. Ashida has gone to Kashmir. Good. So that answer I wanted. Okay. Yes. Munnar. Okay. Munnar. Sabutara. It's a new name for me. Thank you, Anish. Yes. Ashida, as you mentioned, Kashmir is the popular place for sweaters. Kashmir's. Okay. Kashmir is, yes, Himachal Pradesh. Okay. So you have mentioned the state, but the stations. Darjeeling. Have you heard of this? I think Darjeeling, okay. Darjeeling, Meghalaya. Yes, Kunuri is in Ooty, okay. Darjeeling. Shimla, have you heard of this? Shimla. This is in Jammu Kashmir, okay. Have you heard of Dehradun? Dehradun. Yes, Coorg is also a chill place. Kulu Manali. Yes, Kulu Manali. Have you heard of Rishikesh? Rishikesh. Okay, these are all in Uttarakhand, okay. So Rishikesh, Dehradun, Haridwar, these are all in Rishikesh. Yes, Anemudi is a hill region. In Pollachi district, sorry, in Coimbatore district, in Pollachi, Anemalai, okay. Anemalai is a hill region. Valparai. Valparai is a hill region, okay. Okay, so Mount Everest. Good. Bogar, Chembra. Kasi, I don't think it is chill. Okay, I just want you to, I just want to hear some of the hill stations of India. Okay, so these are all very important. If time permits, if the world is normal, when it becomes normal, please try to go to Himalayan region, namely the Dehradun, Shimla, and Rishikesh. Suppose if you are appearing for your IAS examination, Suppose if you clear that, if you are selected for IAS or IPS, if you are selected for UPSC recruitment, then you will be attending your training session at Dehradun. Okay, Lal Bahadur Shastri IAS Academy, Dehradun. There you will be getting so many experience. Wish you all the best. Okay, fine. So by learning this acrylic, let us also learn about the hill stations of India. Okay, fine. So very interesting to learn. Okay, fine. Fine. So all these places they will be using sweaters. They cannot go for wool, but they can go for acrylic, which is cheap. Okay. And carpets, you can see so many buildings they will be wearing, they will be having the carpets. So who is scribbling on my screen? Okay, good. So lining for boots and gloves. So gloves and boots are also made out of this acrylic. Okay, so it has wide application because it resembles wool. Okay, it resembles wool. Fine. So this is about the acrylic, and here are some of the uses. So as I told you, there are carpet and there are sweaters, and again it is a mat. So these are all some of the examples of acrylic fibers, synthetic fibers. Okay, fine. So now let us see the advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Before going to that, I would like to show you a small exercise, or it is an activity. So if you take your book, the activity 2, okay, burning characteristics of various fibers. So let us see that first, and then if time permits, we shall pass on to the advantages and disadvantages. Okay. So what is this? Just type, what is it? Cotton. And what is it? Not wheat, not jute. It is coconut coir. Okay, it is coconut coir fiber, coconut coir. So tenga nar. Okay, fine. See, so this is a burning test. I advise all of you not to try at your home. Okay, so what I do now, you should not do at your home. Okay, I request your promise not to repeat this activity. Okay, so because it involves fire. Okay, I hope you will not repeat this. I'm going to burn this cotton. Okay, so because all this experiment has to be done under the supervision of a teacher or a parent. Okay, so particularly the teacher has to do. Okay, so please don't try this experiment. Now I am going to burn this. What is it? Cotton. Okay, just observe the difference between the burning of a coconut coir and cotton. Okay, see. So I am going to put some fire on this cotton. See, how does it burn? How does it burn? It burnt vigorously. Okay, cotton, yeah, natural fiber. Yes, it burnt very quickly, very fast, vigorously. Okay, so now see, I will get you the the burnt piece. Okay, so this is the burnt piece. Okay, so no beads. So still some portion is left unburnt, but it doesn't form any bead. Okay, can you see the black? Can you see the black portion in my hand, in my finger? See, yes, it doesn't form any bead. But the same thing again, I will be, yes, thanks Afzal. I'm going to burn something again. It is also a natural fiber. See how it burns. Sometimes it burns. Okay, so it doesn't burn just like cotton. Okay, so therefore this coir doesn't get burnt easily. So it slowly burns. Okay, it slowly burns. It gives some fumes. Okay, so after burning, it gives some amount of ash. Okay, it gives some ash. Okay, so like this, we have a burning test. Okay, we have a burning test for the synthetic fibers too, because I'm showing you a small video. I am not going to burn nylon or other plastic in this room because it will be ejecting some poisonous gas. Okay, I don't do that. I have just burnt only cotton and coconut coir. Okay, just to show you that cotton gets fire quickly and it burns very quickly. Okay, vigorously it burns. It leave nothing. Okay, see, so all powders. Okay, it doesn't form any bead. Okay, so it is giving only powder. Okay, but this coconut coir, it also gives some amount of fume. It also forms no beads, small round beads. Okay, it don't give any beads. Okay, now let us watch a video where they will be burning some silk and cotton and nylon, polyester, etc. Sometimes they will be getting some plastic beads. Sometimes they won't get any bead. Okay, so let us watch the video. So this is activity 2 in your textbook, burning characteristics of synthetic fibers. Okay. Are you able to see the video? Can you see the video? So please type yes or no. Okay, yes. And also please do not try. Do not try to burn. Okay. So this is silk. See, silk burns very slowly. It gives the smell of burning hair. Okay. A silk cloth. Okay. So silk forms a small ash beads. Okay. So it is crumbled in your fingers. So this is the burning test of wool. Second one is wool. Wool shrink from the flame. It shrink from the flame. Again, it gives some odor like burning hair, and also the ash is black in color. It also does not form any round beads. So you can remove the ash. So first one was silk, another one was wool. Now cotton. See, cotton cloth. I used a normal cotton, and they are using here a cotton cloth. See what happens. So out of the three, this cotton is burning very rapidly and vigorously. Okay, the flame is yellow in color and it forms some amount of ash. That ash can be removed and it is giving some burning paper, smell of a burning paper. Because it is cellulose. Okay, even paper are made out of cellulose. Okay, fine. Next one, acrylic. So just like artificial wool. Okay, so it is moving away from the flame. Okay, the flame is smoky and it is moving away from the flame. So it gives some amount of smell which is like acid, and it also gives some amount of ash. Yes, it gives some irregular beads. Okay, so this acrylic gives some amount of beads. Okay, it's a small round shaped or spherical shaped ash. Then linen is another type of artificial silk. Linen is also burning very quickly. The flame is yellow in color, just like cotton, but slower than cotton. Okay, it burns slower than cotton. Okay, it also gives some amount of smell, just like burning paper. Okay, a light grayish ash. Linen gives some grayish ash. Linen is also a synthetic fiber. Let us see about polyester, and this is jute. Okay, So jute also just burn like that coconut coir. It also gives some amount of smell, just like burning paper. It's a printed jute or colored jute. And this is polyester. So polyester, you can see polyester burns with a bright flame and it melts like paper. Okay, polyester melts like paper. See carefully. So don't burn any cloth in your home. Okay, suppose if you happen to burn a polyester, it will fall on your body. Okay, it will give very high injuries. Okay, so dangerous to burn a polyester. Okay, and also it will shrink from its size. It will form some amount of beads like here. Okay, so polyester also will form some beads, small beads. You can see the beads here. Okay, next one is nylon. Okay, nylon. So nylon also will get flame and it will burn like the candle. Okay, it is also a plastic. It will also form some bead. Okay, it is dangerous if you happen to have the molten nylon on your body, just like a candle, it will also hurt you. Okay, so don't try this. So this is some of the burning test or the activity 2. Okay, burning test for the synthetic and natural fibers. This is rayon. Okay, first one, rayon. It is just like paper. Okay, so it will just burn like a paper, rayon, which is a cellulose. There is no major difference between rayon and paper. Okay. Yes, actually it is also a paper, but it will also will readily burn. Okay, now tell me, why do they do this burning test? Any answer? You have made so many artificial fibers or synthetic fibers. Why should we do this burning test? Anyone? Please think and answer. Why should we do this burning test? Yes, as Trinity Dheeraj said, to see if it is durable. Okay, durable. To know the benefits. Okay, Tanishka. Any other answer? Particularly, we are doing burning test. We are treating the fibers with fire. Yes, protection. Amridinian said protection. Yes, Swaminathan said it is dangerous or not. Okay. Kanishka says to know it's pure. Goviratan. Okay, Goviradan or Goviradan. Goviradan. Okay, for safety. Okay, so Ashida says to see the reaction. Okay, Pogandi says the study found that high and persistent levels of chronic stress. Okay, to show how it's burning. Okay, simply Silex shed this. Trinity Dheeraj says to see it is good for the skin. Yes, yes, you are right. Okay, so they do perform. Okay, so Sanjana says to know the burning characteristics of various fabrics. Okay, to find its quality, to see the quality. Okay, fine, good. So when you do this fire test or burning test, you will be able to know the particular characteristic or property when this fiber touches the fire. Okay, that is why you should not wear nylon or acrylic or polyester cloth while cooking. Why? While cooking, you have to work with the burning stove, okay, in your kitchen. Suppose if it happens to touch the fire, immediately the nylon or this polyester or the other acrylic, they will be catching fire For nylon and the polyester, as you saw, it will shrink from its surface. Okay, it will shrink its surface. It will touch your skin. It will be glued to your skin. Okay, it will be glued to your skin. The molten fabric will be glued to your skin, which is very dangerous. That is why we use cotton fabric or cotton apron while we work with fire. Okay, cotton in kitchen. Okay, so that's good. So it catches fire and it burns easily, but it will not touch your skin. You can easily remove the apron. Whereas if you wear some polyester or nylon cloth as apron, it will stick to your body. Okay, that is one of the reason. And also some firemen, okay, firemen, they have to be given some particular type of these synthetic fibers or artificial or natural fibers when they work with fire. Okay, so those materials should not catch fire easily. Okay, the firemen, think of the firemen, they have to work with fire, that is their duty, but they should not catch fire while working. So their dresses are made out of some of the synthetic fibers. Okay, so we will see that again in the next class. Now the time is up. I will stop here. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.